Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, it is go time with the one and only Mega Crusher. Let's just jump into this video, man, because we actually have ourselves some pretty hype news, okay? We got ourselves a massive update when it comes to the lucky mechanics of Pokemon Go. So, with that being said, let's just jump into the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're here on Twitter, and the Sylph Road tweeted something that almost made me fly right the hell out of my chair, okay? So, it says, and I quote, "Thanks to today's Lucky Pokemon update, all lucky Pokemon are now receiving 80% plus IVs, meaning a minimum of 12 across the board, 12 out of 15 stats. This means that each lucky Pokemon has a 1 out of 64 chance of becoming a 100% IV Pokemon." Oh my god, are you actually serious? What? Okay, that was my initial reaction when I first seen this. I'm just like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me, man. But see, there's actually more to this. So if we go ahead and we click on this image right here, we have ourselves two things here to talk about when it comes to the new mechanics for a lucky Pokemon. So first and foremost, like I had actually just said, 80% minimum IVs, meaning 12s across the board, and you have a 1 in 64 chance of a Pokemon rolling 100% IVs. Now, originally, ladies and gentlemen, when it came to lucky Pokemon, the percentage when it came to minimum IVs was 67%, meaning 10s across the board, which, you know, was still usable and all that stuff, but it wasn't exactly the best, you know, but it was the worst of the best, so to speak, because the maximum that you could roll, obviously, was 100%, right? Well, see, now, ladies and gentlemen, it has been dramatically increased to 80%, meaning 12 across the board. So, instead of rolling the lowest of the low being a 10s across the board, you no longer have to worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. You now end up getting, like, the least that you get is 12 out of 15 across all three stats, being HP, attack, and defense. Now, with all that being said, we actually have ourselves the second point right here, which, you know, when I saw this, I'm like, wait, what? What is this? Like, you know, not necessarily complaining, but, you know, let's go ahead and let's dig into this, okay? So, number 2, you're guaranteed to get a lucky Pokemon if the Pokemon that you traded was from 2016 around the July and August range, and also if neither trade partner has more than 10 lucky Pokemon. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's good for those that, you know, have hoarded their Pokemon and don't trade often, but what about those that ran out of room and got rid of them old Pokemon, and what about those that dedicate themselves to trading, you know? Like, me personally, I have traded over 1,000 Pokemon, you know, just on one account by itself, right? And I mean, the thing is, like, that's just... oh man, that's just honestly ridiculous, you know. I was a little bit heartbroken when I seen this, but I'm just like, you know what? No. I'm not gonna let this spoil my mood because this still here is pretty hype. So trainers, if you guys aren't really that much a fan of trading, well, see, here's the thing, was that now you have more incentive when it comes to trading itself, you know. When it comes to lucky Pokemon, like if you have less than 10 and if you trade a Pokemon from 2016, you know, whether it's August or July, then you're guaranteed to have a lucky Pokemon. And you know what that means, right? Okay, now, okay, actually, wait. I was about to say, you know what this means? Like, this could work out for legendary Pokemon that you trade, but there was no legendary Pokemon back in 2016. But, there is a chance that you could get a lucky Pokemon of a legendary status, you know? Like, I actually happen to have a couple of legendary luckies myself, right? But, I mean, you know, they're not, you know, the best by any means when it comes to stats and all that stuff. But, I mean, luckies are luckies, man. Like, if you don't know by now what the benefit of lucky Pokemon are, number 1, you're guaranteed to get, you know, semi-usable stats. And number 2, it is half the Stardust cost. Meaning that you save much more in Stardust, and you essentially can power up 2 of the same lucky Pokemon for the price of 1, which is absolutely amazing, you know, because Stardust is so bloody hard to get these days in this game. Well, I mean, not now, because there's that triple dust event going on, right? But with all that being said, though, there's actually something I want to showcase to you guys. So if we go ahead and we scroll down here, let's just take a look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a trainer that has a lucky 100% Geodude. Now, what I refer to those, I refer to them as Lundos, okay? You got people that refer to Pokemon as Hundos, you know, if they're 100% all this stuff, but what happens when you combine a lucky Pokemon with the Hundo? You get a Lundo, right? And thus, you see right here, we have a lucky 100% IV Geodude. Now, actually, you know, okay, I want to showcase a couple of things, okay? First things first, I want you guys to see this, alright? What I have on the screen is not one, but two lucky 100% Tyrannitars. Like, are you serious? Like, what the hell? Now, of course, you know, they're on different accounts, but I mean, honestly, like, I just gotta say, like, the odds of getting, you know, just even one lucky 100% is, you know, pretty crazy, you know, by itself, but having the same lucky 100% happen 2 times over, man, woo! That is absolutely insane, right? And here's the thing, is that Tyranitar is one of the most meta Pokemon that there is, you know? Like, it's the most meta rock-type attacker if it's got Smackdown and Stone Edge combined. And, you know, it is, I'm going to say this, you know, this is probably a bold statement, right? But, you know, it's kind of hard to argue with the fact that, you know, with the Bite Crunch combination, it is without a shadow of a doubt going to be the best Dark-type attacker there is. I mean, like, its stats are gigantic, okay? Like, it maxes out at over 3,600 CP at 100%. So, I mean, of course it's going to be the best Dark-type attacker, right? Its offense is through the roof, okay? Now, here's the thing also, is that I want to also showcase to you guys the fact that, you know, trading Pokemon and getting Luckies really isn't that hard to do. I mean, sure, it's tedious. It's a little bit of a lengthy process because, you know, you gotta trade and trade and trade and trade and trade. But, you know, the thing is that if sooner rather than later, you're going to come across a lucky Pokemon, okay? And this right here, this mechanic change, just further incentivized trading for all trainers. So, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is going to conclude this video. I mean, there's not really much else to talk about here when it comes to, like, the news portion. But I suppose, actually, we can talk a little bit about trading itself and talk a little bit about, you know, why I think that trading has been redeemed thanks to the Lucky Pokemon feature. You know I made a video on this, you know, talking about how Lucky Pokemon has saved trading, but this right here just further backs up that notion, okay? Here's the thing, alright? When trading first came to pass in Pokemon Go, you know, I was absolutely hyped out, and then we find out what is involved, okay? Stardust being at an all-time high when it came to trading, especially legendary Pokemon, right? And shinies as well. You know, that right there was kind of the first turn-off. Was like, you gotta spend Stardust on this? I mean, okay, how much Stardust do I have versus how much, you know, is it gonna cost and all that stuff, right? You know, it wasn't exactly, you know, a turn-on when it came to trading, but the big thing that turned off trading when it came to, like, I guess, a lot of players was the fact that the IVs would be rearranged, meaning that the IVs, you know, you could trade 100% Pokemon, right? And it would end up turning into absolute trash. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, you could trade an absolute trash Pokemon and have it re-roll, like, you know, semi-good stats. Now, of course, the thing is that once you trade a Pokemon, it can't ever be traded again. You can't trade a traded Pokemon, which I'm just like, okay, you know, like, kind of makes sense, but god dang it, man, it's like, why did they have to mess with the IVs? Like, they just configured trading right then and there, right? But here's the thing, like, if you take a look at how trading functions in the main series games, you know, there's absolutely nothing about that Pokemon that changed. Well, actually, you know, I can't say that 100% because the only difference when you trade a Pokemon that it's made is the fact that the happiness level resets, and that's about it. But, you know, this right here, it's like, you know, they end up, you know, messing up the stats and all that stuff when you trade Pokemon. Now, I can understand why, you know, because Niantic wants to deter spoofing and cheating and yada yada yada, all that stuff, but see, they went about it the wrong way, in my opinion, and I made a video talking about that, which I'll link you guys to in the description box down below. You know, feel free to check it out. You know, I go on about how, you know, Niantic could have went about it better when it came to trading, you know, the implementation of trading, as well as, you know, how they could make trading work for, you know, the honest and good players of Pokemon Go, you know? But here's the thing, is that, you know, with Lucky Pokemon now being a thing, and with Lucky Pokemon now actually increasing in IVs, like, that actually saved trading, you know? I said it a bunch of times before, and I'll say it again. Lucky Pokemon has indeed saved trading in Pokemon Go. And that is exactly why I love trading. I end up more often than not hitting my daily limit when it comes to trading with my brother. You know, we end up trading like hundreds of Pokemon throughout the week, and we end up getting like dozens of lucky Pokemon during those sessions, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to showcase you guys something pretty hype right here. So, as you're seeing right here, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves, you know, my lucky Pokemon collection from my newest account, my baby account, which is level 32. You know, I've been grinding on that a fair bit, and yes, you know, I'm wielding multiple accounts and all that stuff, but I only play one account at a time, so that's all well and good. But as you're seeing right here, you know, I do a lot of trading, especially on that account, right? You know, I've been doing a good amount of trading on my other accounts as well, and getting some good luck with when it comes to lucky Pokemon, but I gotta say that this account really takes the cake when it comes to getting lucky Pokemon. You know, I do hundreds of trades a week alone just with that account, and it's landed me some pretty solid lucky Pokemon, especially that 100 IV T-Tar, you know? And also have duplicates of really meta lucky Pokemon, such as Swinub into Piloswine, and Piloswine, of course, is going to become Mamoswine once Gen 4 comes around. You know, I also got, you know, lucky Tyrantars, you know, lucky Gyarados, and I also end up having lucky Beldum slash Metang. I got a total of 9 up in that, you know? Like, I just honestly cannot wait for me to have enough candy to evolve all of them into Metagross. Now, of course, I'm waiting for the possibility of a Beldum Community Day, you know, like, so that way I can evolve those Pokemon and get its signature, I should say, its special move during that Community Day event, which I'm going to assume is Meteor Mash. Now, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this video, but I do have to ask a question, and that is this. What are the odds that you get a lucky Pokemon in a trade? Like, are there confirmed odds? Or is it so that it's just like, you know, it all boils down to the random number generator, I should say, the RNG, you know? I want to know if there is a fixed percentage or if it's just all boiling down to RNG at the end of the day. So, with that being said, guys, I want to say thank you guys so very much for watching. Leave your thoughts down below when it comes to lucky Pokemon, when it comes to the buffs and the updates and all that stuff. And I say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next upload.